Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, tell me the truth. Are you also counting the days until Chaeun-woo finally comes back from the military? Because same. Every time I look at the calendar, it feels like the numbers are moving slower than a K-drama couple in episode 16 finally holding hands. While we're waiting for him, I thought, why don't we take this moment to sit down together and just talk about some of his most precious stories? The kind of stories that remind us he's not just a pretty face, but actually someone with a heart that makes you go, wow, this guy is the real deal. So, get comfy, grab a drink, and let's dive into some of the most heartwarming, funny, and unforgettable moments of Chaeun-woo. Let's kick things off with something that always gets me smiling, his so-called real personality, revealed by a PD who worked directly with him. Now, we all know Chaeun-woo is famous for being ridiculously handsome. Like, there's even that catchphrase in Korea, cha-cha-cha-cha. It basically means your first bias is Chaeun-woo, your second bias is also Chaeun-woo. Translation? No matter who your favorite is, this man still sneaks his way into your heart. And honestly, fair. But here's the thing. His reputation isn't just about being a walking sculpture. His personality has this warmth, this sincerity that leaves people genuinely touched. Don't believe me? Let's rewind to August 2022. KBS was hosting the Seoul Festa opening performance, and guess who was the MC? Yup, our guy Chaeun-woo. PD Pyeonji, who was working the event, later shared her experience in a magazine, and her words? They were glowing. First of all, imagine being in his shoes. He was juggling an insane schedule, drama filming, idol duties, brand events, everything. Most people would just power through, heads down, barely acknowledging anyone. But what did he do? He walked up first, smiled brightly, and greeted the staff. Even the PD was like, if anyone had the right to be too busy to say hello, it was him. But instead, he was the first one to bow and greet us. And then came the script reading moment. The PD explained that the live broadcast was going to be switched to a recorded one. Most celebs would just nod, say okay, move on. But not Chaeun-woo. He tilted his head and said, "Ah, really? My mom was planning to watch the live broadcast because she missed me. I guess I'll have to tell her it's different now." Are you kidding me? He's in the middle of being a superstar and still thinking about his mom watching from home. That right there is son goals, boyfriend goals, human goals, all in one sentence. And even when the actual recording day turned messy, rain pouring down, everyone stressed, he didn't complain. Instead, he stayed focused, kept asking questions politely, made sure he was doing everything right. At one point, the team was worried his hair and makeup would get ruined in the rain. They suggested, you can hold an umbrella, then drop it right before the cue. Sounds reasonable, right? But Chaeun-woo just shook his head and said, 괜찮아요, I'll just try. And then he nailed the closing segment, smiling through the chaos, and afterward, he bowed and told the PD, you've worked hard. That's the kind of small detail that stays with you. And the PD later admitted, he's constantly busy, but he lives diligently and politely with so much excitement. What am I supposed to do? I should also live with the best positivity I can. Like, wow. He doesn't just make fans swoon. He inspires the people actually working with him to live better. That's next level impact. Now, while we're waiting for him to come back from the military, let's rewind to another precious memory. December 2022, his personal photo exhibition. Yes, you heard that right. Chaeun-woo didn't just stand in front of cameras. He went behind them too. He held an exhibition at the end of the year, and it wasn't just about showcasing his photography skills. The whole point was to raise money for people in need. Every single one from ticket sales, except for the rental fees, was donated to help the underprivileged. So picture this. You walk into the gallery, and on the walls are not only professional shots of Chaeun-woo, but also photos he personally took. It wasn't just a star showing off his visuals. It was him sharing his perspective, his art, his way of seeing the world. And at the same time, he turned it into something that could help others. This was also around the same period he was insanely busy with his acting projects. He had the movie Taeshibed dropping in November, and then Ailende premiering at the end of December. Yet, in the middle of all that chaos, he still carved out the time to plan a whole exhibition for charity. That's the kind of balance that makes you respect him even more. He's not just chasing the next big role or endorsement, he's actively thinking about how to use his platform for good. And now, let's fast forward to something a little funnier. His military stories. Because even in uniform, even when he's just another soldier, Cha Eun-woo somehow manages to stand out. Recently, some fan accounts started circulating online, and they were hilarious. Apparently, when he's on dishwashing duty, the other soldiers low-key take advantage of his visuals. Here's how it works. Normally, when soldiers finish eating, they hand their trays to whoever is on dish duty that day. It's random, shared work. But when Cha Eun-woo is on duty, suddenly everyone decides they only want to hand their trays to him. Not to the guy standing next to him, not to the other soldiers helping out, just him. Why? Because it's their one chance to interact with him up close. So he ends up with this mountain of trays while the others are just standing there, probably sipping water like, well, better you than me. One fan even shared, my boss's son enlisted at the same time as Cha Eun-woo, and when Eun Woo was on dish duty, all the soldiers lined up to give their plates to him just to see him. LOL. The internet had a field day. Comments were like, this is sad but funny. Even in the military, he can't escape being Cha Eun-woo, and his visuals betrayed him this time. It's one of those situations where you can't help but laugh. He's not being punished, he's not being bullied, he's just too handsome for his own good. Even in the most ordinary, unglamorous setting, he still becomes the main character. And that's really the magic of Cha Eun-woo, isn't it? Whether it's impressing a PD with his sincerity, quietly fundraising through a photo exhibition, or unintentionally turning dishwashing into a fan meeting, he leaves an impression wherever he goes. Right now, we're in that in-between stage, the waiting game. But while the calendar crawls forward, we can look back at these stories and remember why we admire him so much. Not just because he's a face genius, but because behind that face is someone genuine, hardworking, kind, and a little bit funny too. So tell me, which of these stories touched you the most? Was it the PD's glowing review of his personality, the charity exhibition that showed his heart, or the dishwashing saga that proves even in the military, he's a superstar? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I'd love to hear them. Thanks for hanging out with me today and reminiscing about our favorite moments with Cha Eun-woo. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And let's keep waiting together, with patience, excitement, and maybe a little laughter, until he finally comes back to us. See you in the next one.